Hiya, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Borderlands 3. Okay, so, as you can see, we are locked and loaded with two very, very big guns. Now, for the first part of this video, we're just going to be covering some of the new weapons that I've actually acquired, but oh boy howdy, are there tons of weapons out there. So with the new Mayhem event, a lot of the new Mayhem modifiers, everyone seems to be really, really enjoying. Like, hey, this is what Mayhem leveling should have been, which is like this cool thing that basically is a persistent thing always. So for instance, if you guys played Borderlands 2 and jumped off the game and you were like, Mayhem mode is kind of just nothing. It's like you have 2 or 1 modifiers that drastically decrease your damage or increase the damage done to you. Neat. But it wasn't anything that like made the world crazy, made mayhem take place. Whereas now it very much has that in spades. So, for instance, we get a positive, which is a good thing for us, but also the thing I love about this is you can re-roll this as many times as you can. And to me, this is Gearbox being like amazing. Like it makes sense that this is the way it is formatted, because what people were doing with the whole Mayhem modifiers is they would save quit until they found a proper modifier that could actually give them a fun time playing. So now this modifier will stay always until you hit reroll again. Even if you back out and load back in, it'll have the same modifiers, which is lovely. So for instance, I got one that I really like since I have kind of a grenade build with Moze. Basically my grenades do way more, love that. Also, when I kill an enemy, they have a chance of spawning a grenade at their feet, but they also drop more grenades, so just amazing. And then we have Holy Crit, which is a crit damage, which my grenades can also deal. Is increased, but anything that's not a critical hit is really decreased, is halved. Which is going to be interesting for showing the weapons, but it should be still pretty fun. Also, enemies have 7,000 more health, 7,000 more shield, and 7,000 more armor. Nuts, and we're not even playing on Mayhem 10. So far, I'm only really able to mess around with Mayhem 8, and that's only because of one weapon, which is what we're predominantly going to be using. Anyways, then there's this. I respect and gave myself this one because I wanted to see how it is, although I do believe this will kill me more than it saves me, but we'll see. Anyways, so for the first opening part, we're just going to be messing around with weapons. So first of all, this is one of the newest and most insane weapons that I've gotten. It's one of the first ones I got, and it took me through a Mayhem level 8 for the whole Digistruct Peak like event level, whatever. This is the thing that took me through it. Now, basically, this is one of those or rocket launchers that it splits off into 2 rockets, but then it can split off into 4 rockets because both of those split off into another 2 rockets. Regardless, this is also firing at 27,000 damage per shot, multiplied by 4, and then some. So that's amazing. Not only that, but there are these modifiers that I got on it, these like special new anointments that are nuts, which is elemental critical hits can cause status effects that basically explode, creating a nova that deals 500% of the status damage. Now, it turns out the status damage isn't that much, but this one's status damage I think is a lot. Also, I think that modifier could be nuts on Amara. So anyways, that's also nuts. But I think because I have my grenade critical chance, this can also has a chance of critical hitting. Because it's technically considered a grenade or like explosion, like splash damage. But if that's not the case, then we have this one, which is gain 300 damage when enemies are above 90 health, which is insane for bossing because most bosses have multiple health bars. So if it will basically take you can like bust through their shield, kill Tron in one shot, all of these crazy things. So without further ado, let's shoot some shit and show you guys the absurdity and madness. Also, you can fire a lot of this before it ends up freaking out. Also, it's so loud. Alright, somehow I hit me there. I was about to say, you want to get like the perfect wiggle room. And also not shoot it so much that you end up exploding. You know, that's also a proper game. But you know. So this person right here, we shoot at his feet, he gets knocked down, we shoot one more time, there we go. Oh, I think it's because critical hit. We have that like half damage of critical hitting, which means my grenades are doing great, but everything else not so much. But that's fine. This thing also gives me a ton of grenades. Also, you want to shoot a little bit above everybody else, or at least that's the vibe that I'm getting. Also, I just got hit by some shit. Oh, I think that's what happened. My grenade exploded and killed me. There we go, we gotta reload, unfortunately. We can fire indefinitely if I do something real quick. We do one of these. We do one of these. We open up an Iron Bear. We weaken him. We throw a nuke just to top it all off. And then we have unlimited ammo for a short period of time, which means we can just keep spamming this without the cooldown being nonsense. Although the hotter this magazine is, the more damage we will in fact deal. So it actually is somewhat worth it. And yeah. Gotta be careful. We shouldn't shoot anymore. But those grenades are doing hella work. Yeah, baby. Yeah. In fact, how much are my grenades doing just off flat? They're doing okay. Some critical hits here or there. This thing still takes us home, though. Yes. Uh-oh. 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 Come on, baby. Come on. Yes. Okay. Super sketch. Anyways, so that's the one weapon that we're using. I'm using this one, which is the whole elemental critical hitting nonsense, but also lovely one. I think this, if you were like holding this weapon and you had like a reoccurring hex, good old classic hex, then maybe it would be nuts. But who knows? Who knows? Regardless. We have a bunch of new weapons. This is one of them, the extra spicy, which we are going to whip to the one we were just using. Although I don't know if that's best because I don't know if which one's better. Because it all depends if this one's able to critical hit or not. So, moving on. Anyways, let's use this one. It's pretty good. I think it's good if you had like a very particular build. But the whole like heat factor and reload speed weirdness is kind of weird. But it is a COV weapon that basically just spits out thousands and thousands of bullets. So probably should use Iron Bear's unlimited ammo for that. Sure, let's do that. Just to get the magazine going, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna throw a bunch of this, throw a bunch of these, just to get everything cooking. Get everything cooking. We're gonna summon this. We're gonna try to pepper you. And now we're gonna start firing. We're gonna build up our attack speed. Now we're firing so quickly, and critical hits melt, which is great. But as you guys can see, it's a bit nuts, but it also chews through ammunition. Now it has a fast reload, so it's not all bad. But also, they have these stupid drones that are a nightmare. Utterly nightmares to deal with. Basically, they're immune and shit. Not good. Also, ow. Come on, please. Critical hits are where we want. There we go. Melt it. See, as soon as we get a critical hit, we start playing a video game. Otherwise, it's bad because damage is halved and shit. Also, he's the little baby. And he transformed real big. Also, you have to reload this damn thing. Uh-oh. Alright, aim for the headshot. We got him! Baby, boom! Boom, melted. Yeah, if we get those critical hits, man, this is crazy. This is nuts. There we go. We got the stupid immune nonsense thing. Headshots, melts, perfect. Headshots. This thing fires in bursts of 4, so it's really quite hard to miss. And this is a badass that we're shooting right now, but I have faith. Boom! Boom! I wish so badly that there was like a mod that decreased the the heat generation by this thing, or by COV weapons. Like if Moze's regeneration ability could like also contribute to decreasing heat, you know? Although I think that'd be a bit nuts, and we would literally just be like the shredder period, you know? Also, apparently, when we run and shoot, we experience lifesteal, and any more going down, it's gonna be real bad. Why aren't you going down? Quickly, this. And switch to another weapon because we have to reload this one. No, switch to another weapon. Okay, I guess we can't do that. Great. Lovely. Jeez. Anyways, we can kill you all the same by hammering that weak point. Dead. Dead. We also can be ranged with it. I don't know why I was getting so close. In fact, it's very beneficial to be ranged with it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was the weapon, and also my insane rambling. We've already shown off the hamburger gun, so I don't feel like we need to double down on that, but I do want to show you guys this new weapon, which I think is new. Yeah, I think it's like a weakened weapon. It's one of those weird weapons where you have to like, extremely flammable. Now I think what this means is it's basically trying, like you have to switch to this mode, which is hot grease, which basically increases the damage that enemies take. So there's a bunch of like, it spews out grease, and then we shoot you with that, and then you just get wrecked by that hit. But we first have to spew a bunch of hot grease on you. But first, let's regenerate some ammo by throwing grenades, because we're not quite perfect yet. We're gonna weaken you, and we're gonna switch to fire, and that's gonna kill you instantly. Hell yeah. Also, I think it was a critical shot, which just helps. Yeah, see, sometimes I think it basically gives you like a burst damage with that hot grease. Because otherwise, it's just kind of a fine gun, you know? Just fine. Not great, normal. Switch to hot grease. Spew some hot grease on you. And now, throw some of this. He's teleported all the way up there. Have I hit him? Yeah, see? It's like there's like a burst damage, because it makes sense, because it literally is called hot grease. So we spew some hot grease on somebody. You can see he's now ready to take. And then he explodes in a fire thing. Now it sucks because he's actually, what do you call it? He's not, them teleporting around is a real nonsense. Anyways, it's fucking annoying. Boom. Killed. Oh, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, but we got a fish, baby! And it pulls enemies, also it jumps. So see, again, that's my only negative that I have for the whole thing, is that it seems like a lot of the legendaries are starting to get like capped. Like, I've only ever seen this thing drop in this specific kind of shitty variant. Or I'm like, come on, dude. Like, that's the whole point, is it like you add more bullshit, but then it's even more better when you actually do get it to drop. Anyways, on action skill end, grenade damage is increased by 150%. Now, if we can get this on specifically a flak with his birds, with like a hex, nonsense. Fucking nonsense craziness, dude. This anointment on that. Oh, I didn't know this. Fish slaps, damage is melee damage. Oh shit. So it's fucking Amara. Amara melee build could definitely use this. Ah damn. Actually, I probably should grab that than the one I have. Anyways, new weapon. That one's like a grease gun. You get a massive payload of damage. We also get this one, which is pretty sick. It's all quite arbitrary, my dear boy. I don't know what it does. Yeah, but there's another one that we got, which is more, it makes more sense. Which this one says, project a shield that has a chance of reflecting attacks. A portion of the projectile's damage restores the shield, which is pretty cool. But is it this one that I'm thinking of? I think it's this one, which actually is pretty interesting. You actually end up like spewing out. We should equip a new weapon as well. Ah, yeah, it's this one. This one is interesting and incredibly confusing as well. Not your average needle. Needle gun applies a stackable vulnerability debuff on an enemy. At max stacks, additional damage refills needle gun's magazine. This has a cooldown. So this one maybe could be useful for grenades, because it depends on like how long that debuff lasts, you know? Regardless, we got this thing. It fires very slow projectiles. Very neat. It also fires straight, which is, you know, something. But if I'm not mistaken, the shield that we're using right now, it actually reflects damage, but it also drops a shield boost or something like that. It was pretty cool. So now we don't have a shield. So this shield, I think, would be really good for Moze, Moze's like last mod. Do I have it on me? Or it's like grenade damage increases heals my shield. I do not have that. So we can't show that, but still neat, I guess. He's like max vulnerability if this stupid thing wasn't making him immune. Let's see, he should be maybe dying relatively fast. I don't know. Regardless, you're next. You're next. I'm gonna keep shooting you in your crit spot. We're just chipping away. Turns out this is less good than you'd think. I can't switch to another weapon. Oh, bullshit. You've lost no money because you have no money. You're poor trash. Okay. Oh, and there's this one. Yes, there's this one, which I think is new. I think. Yudish na den keba buru na nadali. I don't know. I don't know. But it's something. I think it's the new one. I don't know if it is or not. I can't be sure, but neat, I suppose. Regardless, let's take off the shield. I think it was this one is the one I was thinking of. This one. Initiate countermeasures. Project a shield, which fires projectiles at attackers, a portion of the shield. There was one shield that I got. I must have dropped it, which sucks because it was great. But basically it had to do with like, I don't know. I don't remember, dude. Let's go with double pistol.
You do not want this.
Also, yeah, the whole doubling your splash damage, I think, is what's killing me, which is quite annoying. Also, doubt that this is gonna work out. See? Yeah, right there again. I killed myself. Got him. Okay. Yeah, we have to keep ourselves away from enemies because my homing grenades end up like blowing up with double radius, which end up killing me. Which is very dangerous. But we fire incredibly fast with this weapon, which is why we're regenerating so many bullets so quickly, because a portion of that is like 10. But I don't know what the positive is besides that of you just getting a good amount of fire rate. I mean, sometimes it seems like you're doing good, and then other times not so much. Yeah, I don't know where that shield went. Sorry, I swear we had a shield that was like godly at some point. Yeah, it like dropped shield boosts and shit. Well, I guess. Well, we also could just crouch if we had a shield, and we'd be able to reflect damage, which again would be good for any other build besides the one I'm using. Okay. Regardless, let's go back to our old shield because these ones are kind of very specific. I'm gonna go back to good old faithful and just pepper them from afar with this, which will kill everything. And I mean everything. Yeah, you guys can even see these are critting, which is nuts.
Just what I do.
Either that or it's my grenades. Maybe my grenades. Actually, I have no idea. There it is, baby! Throw some more grenades. That'll keep them busy while I put some water on this damn thing. And our cooldown is back, just like that. Oh, look at you. Something, something. Take some of that. Oh, and you got bigger. And that killed him. Yeah, so this weapon is the only reason why I was able to really manage Mayhem level 8. I have no business managing it. Also, look at all those grenades, dude. Oh. But yeah, man, I'm so excited for like the grenade possibilities with both characters, both Moze and Flak, because Flak there's an anoint that you can get on your grenade where it's like every time you use an action skill, you get your anointment back, or your one grenade back. So you can kind of spam both of those for just insanity. Especially with that one where it's like when you apply a status effect onto an enemy that has a chance of like timesing by 500 and exploding or something weird, which is nonsense crazy. Yeah, it can get pretty nuts, I feel. We gotta complete this stupid side quest. I say this every video, but it's kind of boring, you know? Oh, it broke. That sucks. It's too hot. It's too hot. Now I gotta sit there and fucking... No, I don't actually. We did actually do good. Oh, so I'm not sure if I actually showed you guys properly what this is, essentially. So if I shoot it, splits into two, and then explodes. So if you get the perfect like rate, like where you get that 4 shot, where it splits up multiple times, the damage there is a bit nuts, if not completely and utterly insane. But you just do have to like pace yourself when it comes to firing the damn thing, because it can get a bit much. And of course I overcooked it, which feels real bad. There's some enemy up. Oh, right here. Check this out. Boom. Perfect distance. Boom. Perfect distance. Wait, no. Now it's perfect distance. There it is. Maybe not. Listen, my grenade will pop you. Just pop them. Boom. There we go. Very nice. Where are you? I will pepper you until my nuke is ready. The nuke is very bad, actually. I should just equip both of the one things on, but it's kind of fun just to drop a nuke and be like, guess what, bitch? Mr. Torg will be proud. So instead, this will have to do. All right, he's dead. Now he's dead? He's dead. All right, good. Let us leave. Although, actually, I haven't fought this guy, which he actually has a special new legendary drop, which many of them apparently do have these new legendary drops, which is very fun. I kind of want to try again of like making my own kind of build, because we're using someone else's build, which is fantastic. But I feel like with the new, like, I kind of got a fire under me with the new grenade kind of things, where you could just make a grenade build that's just fun and nuts with both Flak and Moze, and probably Amara. I'm not sure about Zane. Zane, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, but see, that's how nuts it can be. It can get, and that's, I think, enough to kill you. Yeah. We're on Mayhem level 8. I think maybe if I had a better shield and a bit more like survivability, we might be able to survive with other things. Mayhaps. Jesus, also mug of the sitting, dude. Let's do this. I'm having fun playing it, but at some point I'm gonna need to chill out because you need to like grind so much for the proper gear and get lucky. whereas I will probably just wait to download a save file, which I've already kind of started doing. One of the rocket launchers is a save file that I downloaded, but I did get one fairly, I guess, which we should probably like spec ourselves to actually be able to do this, not just for goofy fun times. Anyways, we have enough things to hack this.
Correct. In you go.
Hacked. 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 Get hacked. Although that double splash damage in the final boss fight is probably most definitely going to kill me, which is unfortunate. Also, the music here, dude, is just a weird kind of vibe. It's like a retro meets Scarface, you know? So that should do it, maybe. Critical damage turns out is real important, which is why it's the modifier I have on, which I'm not sure is the right choice, if it's the wrong choice. But I chose it, and I regret nothing. See, then there's moments like that, where you're like... Yes, my friend. My weird friend. Now I'm just gonna run by the doors and have you guys come to me, alright? Also, look at how majestic. Look at how gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. She's very flat, but it's fine. That's a thing, I think. At least in anime it is. So you got your weirdness covered, I guess. Boom. I usually go to the left, like that door over there. But I wonder how this one plays. Because they usually just feed into you properly, like more enemies kind of thing. Let's get our tank out and at him. I'm just hearing people just like scream bloody murder in my ear, and it wouldn't be Borderlands if that wasn't the case, baby. Boom! Oh, that's bad. Yeah, there's an enemy that like she specifically bats grenades that you fire back at you, and with Moze, who shoots like 60, it's just like it's like being on the receiving end of your own grenades, which is just death. Like thousands of seeking grenades that just rip you to shreds. Rip you to shreds. Anyway. Understood, my friend. Consider it done. Although we do need to start throwing out more grenades because death is very evident right now. But also, the reason why we're surviving is because of health gate, basically. We keep being like so close to the brink of death that it's just kind of nonsense crazy. Also, I'm hoping something will die. Oh, he mutated instead. Uh-oh. We got it. Let's do one of those. For safety. So I'll drop one of those, which does nothing, I forgot. That should do it. Splash damage should be there, although that little tiny bastard is still trying to come at me. There's more of these little fucking bastards that try to get on top of me, and that hurts me because my splash damage ends up killing me because my grenades go for you. And some crazy shit. Let's put some water on this thing. Place a cell. Dump some water on it, maybe. No, it's just a battery change. That's nice. Easy repair. Alright, that's not good. That's not good. That's better. See, then there's moments like that where just something happens and you're like, okay, yes. How about yes? He's here! Do one of these, little special boss, drop a nuke, drop some weakness on him. I think I missed all the weaknesses. So now we're just gonna do one of those. Look at that. When you get that perfect thread of the needle, it's just madness. Please take me to the right. Oh, some bitch. They can take you to the right and it's very cool. Oh, it's left, right? No, it's center. Man, going to the right is so great. It's like a beautiful enclave garden with a giant hole in it. It's just lovely. Also, I don't know what's with all the tinks and shit, or like the iridium things. Also, they're giving us a lot of iridium for not a lot to do with. Very few things in the world cost iridium, so it's kind of just like, okay, sure, I guess. Although I'm still pissed for when everyone told us that like COV weapons would have unlimited ammunition. How much of a lie that was. It said that you have unlimited ammo. I think we just hit for 6 million. Are you shitting me? What is that? The only thing that would make Moze or Flak better is if there was a way to auto spawn grenades, which I think there is. I think there's a anoint where it's like whenever you take damage, you theoretically have a chance of dropping a grenade. It's like a 25% chance. But if you have a weapon that deals a bunch of damage to yourself, like the Alchemist, then maybe you just start spewing out grenades like crazy and it'd be maybe worth it. I don't know. We'd have to see. We'd have to test. Oh, there's the one. He's throwing fish at me. The fish slapper who just got immediately dropped in one shot because we're nuts. Or this weapon is nuts. Let's exit this and let's hope we don't die on impact of getting out of here. I'm also trying to run so that I gain the resistance buffs. We killed him. We did it. Forgot to grab the mask, that's the whole point. Also, there's drugs everywhere, my dude, like everywhere. Goodbye, random person. This is what my old build was, and it barely works. Anyways.
Spills like heart nectar, steaming and red. You will go and end the cartel leader's life.
Yes, my friend. Yes, my creepy, crazy friend. If Maurice doesn't save us from getting like stabbed at some point, then I'm gonna be thoroughly disappointed. Also, I think if you have that special thing, you can actually drop in there and get that, which is kind of neat. Also, we've seen you. Man, too bad. I really hope Moze, if she gets another skill tree, can like summon forth 6 dogs, and then they just go ham, you know? And that way we would have an action skill where we don't have to get in our fucking stupid mech and then leave again. That'd be great. Anyways, anyway. Or just something that can summon the mech without you getting inside of it would be also ideal and lovely. Also, we're gonna be sticking with this gun for the majority of this because, again, my weapons outside of this don't really work that well, if at all. Yes, also these people I don't think can crit really easily, so my damage is just gonna be really poor. But luckily this thing does so much damage on a base that we should be fine. Also, I don't think I overheated. No, I didn't. Let's also do one of these. Do one of those. Activated our special things, even though I don't think I have any annoyance particularly on this, but still kind of neat to do. That's a badass one that we need to focus on, but he did died. More grenades to melt you down. He's immune and shit though. Something be happening. I also overheated. Oh no. Something rooster. Die rooster. You fucking bitch. How dare you do this to me? More grenades, and more grenades, and more grenades. There he is! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Grenades! Take me home, please! Take me home, country road, there it is! Whew! Whew! More of those! More grenades! I think the double splash damage is most certainly killing me. If only they would release a shield that reduced splash damage / resisted it completely. That'd be the best. Oh. I fucked up. I fucked up. Ooh, the grenades are coming after me. I gotta stay away from enemies. Else it ends up being real bad.
Just feeding the birds.
Throwing more. Throwing more. The legendaries everywhere. There's also some up there which they still haven't like fixed or patched. Because that is bullshit. I will admit. Complete and utter bullshit. We gotta stay away from that damn turret though, so I would imagine we should hide behind everything. He's about to die, because we deal so much absurd damage if we just get the right angle. Hurry up and shoot. No grenades, so I can have some way to regenerate. Chill out. Chill out. Gotta get the right distance. That split. There it is.
Not everything needs to be as vivid and colorful as an open chest cavity. You will come to Maurice for a reward.
Got it, Maurice. This is the thing that they need to fix, because this is bullshit, because it's always up there and we can't see what it is. I mean, I don't really want that, but still. I think you can maybe grab that if you're fast enough on that, like, a click. Maybe. On shield break, the next shot deals 100 shield capacity, so we're dealing an extra 13,000 on shield break. And this thing breaks almost instantly because we're using half of the shot. on full thing. This could be really nuts for damage, but not for survival for Moze. But everyone is talking about the Sandhawk and how absolutely brutal it is, which is pretty sick. But you do have to farm. I think it's the Zero Clone, whatever his name is. Anyways, also there's this weird thing that's going on where like it's a part of the whole Mayhem levels, but if you get weapons to drop at Mayhem level 10 or higher, their weapons and modifiers will be buffed. So they'll be like dealing 4,000 damage. That's why this one that I got to drop, I think Mayhem level 6, is 27,000 damage, whereas this one's 40,000 because this one was dropped at Mayhem level 10. Now there's no way to see that that one is dropped on Mayhem level 10, which is kind of unfortunate, but what can you do? And lastly, quick maths, no. A lot of legendaries though at Mayhem level 8. We're not quite at Mayhem level 10. We'll get there, guys, I promise, at some point. Now, unfortunately, the build that I got going on actually did dwindle out. Oh, this is cool. A cyber spike that damages nearby enemies on action skill end. Dude, imagine that on, there's so many cool annoyances that I could totally see for being for like a Mara, potentially Zane, specifically Flak. Flacken is like bird build, which there's like a build that was out a while ago called Wizard, or you're a Wizard Flak, which is basically like you're summoning forth flame birds and then throwing grenades constantly because that's what it's playing into. But with some of these new like gun buffs, I could totally see them being insane with like the whole elemental multiplier thing. Thank you, Maurice. Once again, I am coming to you for your moral support. Just moral though, not your money. Although you keep giving me money, I actually don't want it. Let's go to Athena's again. I just want to show you guys which is a little bit of a bummer. I mean, my gun, like my shotgun can kind of do something, but it's not a lot. Not as much as the stupid bazooka nonsense thing that we're doing, you know? But yes, ladies and gentlemen, there might be another video where we come back when there's like a build that I found that I'm just like, this is so fun. And I want to show you guys it because it's just a blast. I could totally see a lot of the builds coming out recently are just going to be amazing. Again, I have high hopes for the Flak builds, which are utilizing the new annoyance if they're strong enough, like that spike, digital spike kind of thing. But yes, also, like I was trying to show you guys, this is, it's not quite good, or that good. Now, yes, he has a shield, but still, not great. If we throw even more grenades so that we regenerate our magazine. Yeah, see, this one's specifically not good for the modifiers I got going on, which is like critical damage is the only thing that kind of matters. Which luckily my shotgun, or my bazooka is actually able to make use of, or somehow contend with. So yes. Quickly fiddle with your grenade, or my thing. Actually, I guess it cancels that. But yes, I do want to actually quickly see, in fact, if we could just like chill out and let our grenades kind of happen for a while. Does this crit? Because that's like the big thing to me, where if it does, then that's pretty nuts. It might. I can't tell if it just does a stupid amount of damage, and that's what's happening, or what. Because I can't see the numbers, like if they're critting or not. So it's nearly half damage. So that whole thing could have been better if I just equipped the D, or the not critical hitting one. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. This has been lovely. This is the new DLC. Very, very much enjoying it, especially the new shotgun. I cannot wait to actually mess around with some of the builds. And honestly, like I've been saying, there's like a bunch of potential for Flak. With like just having these weird abilities where you can just keep using your like flame birds, as well as throwing grenades constantly, as well as having like the digital spike thing happen. What do you call it? The whole like elemental chance variety thing, where like when you apply an element onto an enemy, it has a chance of like exploding in a nova for like 50% of that damage. Weird modifiers basically playing in tandem that could be really nuts for Flak specifically. Even if we just use fade away and stuff like that, because it's at action skill end, which is also pretty cool. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe button below me, as well as 2 videos somewhere on your screen. Thank you again if you did do anything for the video. Likewise, if you liked the video or shared it, appreciate you immensely, and goodbye.